In the video where I discussed rhythms, you will notice that I counted a triplet pulse in measure 33. This helps me to understand the metric modulation that occurs in measure 34. Since the quarter note in measure 33 becomes the dotted quarter note in measure 34, you need to look at the subdivisions to understand how the transition works. In a 6/8 bar, there are 2 big beats with 3 smaller pulses within each beat. This is the same type of feel in a 2/4 bar played with 8th note triplets. There's 2 big beats with 3 smaller pulses within each big beat. So, count beats 2 and 3 in measure 33 as triplet pulses to have a smooth transition into measure 34. The counting would be 1 lolly, 2 lolly, 3 lolly, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 1. That's the counting you would use to make that metric modulation into 34 be as smooth as possible with the transition. Coming out of the 6/8 section, the big beats remain the same, but you will want to start counting with the 16th note pulse in the rest to prepare for measures 44 and 45. The other meter changes occur in measures 15, 21, 23, and 28. In the 3/8 bars, you want to keep the 8th note constant. In the 3/16 and 5/16 bars, the 16th notes will stay constant. In all of these measures, I give each pulse a number to make sure my timing is correct. Let me demonstrate counting measures 27 through 29 in this manner, a little bit slower. 1E, a 2E, a 3E, and a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1E, a 2, 3, and. This way I always know where I am in the measure. Overall with this etude, since there are so many meter changes in the piece, using a metronome is very difficult because you can't start at the beginning and use the metronome through the whole piece. I recommend practicing small sections, then working on these transitions. You can also use the play-along tracks on the Pocket Percussion Teacher app to help train you how the pulse feels. Once again, keep counting through the entire etude to allow yourself to understand how the metric modulations work, how the meter changes work, and overall developing a really strong internal sense of pulse.